Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Cooper Chaplin. Batting third and playing first base, number 40, Jalen Cohen. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 35, Brennan Studdy. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 28, Chris Watson. Batting sixth and playing catcher, number 22, Blaze Priester. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 20, Brett Ketchum. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 16, Banks Hyde. Batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 8, Jacob Scott. And pitching, number 5, Dalton McIntyre. The head coach for the Eagles is Dylan Sutton. He is assisted by Jared Parks, Logan McDowell, and Cade Kilworth. And now for the starting lineup for the Indians. Leading off and playing second base, number 35, Drew Capobianco. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 34, Matthew Martinovich. Batting third and playing third base, number 16, Wilbur Dong. Batting fourth and playing catcher, number 14, Gray Bain. Batting fifth and playing center field, number 2, Jackson Lee. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 17, Bo Rock. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 23, Eli Hancock. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 29, Jackson Settlemyers. And batting ninth and playing DH, number 18, Ben Davis. Pitching for the Indians is number 4, Brady Davis. The head coach for the Indians in his 21st year is Rick Collier, and he is assisted by Colin McRory.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're still waiting for this First American National Bank opening pitch. It was scheduled for 1 o'clock, and, well, we're not there yet. So coaches are meeting at home plate right now. Weather, well, it's this time of year weather, folks. What can you say? It's going to be cold and windy and chilly, and the sun will pop out, and then it'll be warm and nice, and then it'll go away. But game got moved up, originally scheduled for 2 o'clock. It got moved up in hopes to miss some of the rain that's coming in later in the area. But judging by this home plate umpire and the conversation he's having right now, he didn't check the weather before we got ready to start this one. So we're going to take another break and hopefully come back with that Coca-Cola starting lineup here right after this.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part, that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Jackson Lee. Left field, number 23, Eli Hancock. First base, number 17, Bo Rock. Second base, number 35, Drew Capabianco. Shortstop, number 34, Matthew Martinolage. Third base, number 16, Will Verdon. Catcher, number 14, Gray Bain. Pitcher, number 4, Brady Davis. And DH, number 18, Ben Davis. If you would, please rise for the national anthem.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we're just about getting ready for that First American National Bank opening pitch here between ICC and the number 9 Eagles of Meridian. Adam Gore, Dr. Brad Bonds getting set to bring you this full day of baseball, as this is going to be Dalton McIntyre, the pitcher slash DH, due up here. Takes that first pitch at 1:11. It's a 1:11 First American National Bank opening pitch, and it goes for a ball. As that second pitch missing as well. So 2-0 now is the count here on Dalton McIntyre. We're in the top of the first inning, no score. And that pitch missing high, 3-0. So Brady Davis struggling a little bit to start the contest here.
The Indians opening up conference play today, Adam, with a first game scheduled for 9.
That pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. Well, I learned something new today, Dr. Boggs, and it's not going to be music to your ears, as I'll tell you about this after this next pitch. And that one missing 4 balls, so a leadoff walk to start the contest to McIntyre. So in game 1, it is 9 innings. The run rule is 10 after 7. In game 2, it's 7 innings with no run rule.
Well,
yeah.
That's new this year.
It is. It is.
Okay. So
runner at first. Throw over is not in time, as McIntyre, unique to see a pitcher in the leadoff position, but he's also DH, so these two teams very similar in stats when it comes to batting and pitching. So throw over is not in time once again.
Yeah, Brady's got a good pickoff move over there, as we've talked about in the past. He's got a great pickoff move over to first. And so, he has picked off several players over the past few seasons that he's had. So, not surprising to see him checking the runner over there.
That first pitch in there for a strike. This is Cooper Chaplin at the plate. Does have a runner at first with no outs here in the top of the first inning. Breaking pitch popped up. Catcher's going to look back. It's going to get out of play, and that'll go for strike 2.
Yeah, a little movement over there at first, not much. A little movement on that breaking pitch, though. Now you got an 0-2 count Brady, if you're ahead of the game here, of course, I'm sure you still keep an eye on the runner at first over there in McIntyre, but Chaplin's down 0-2.
The 0-2 pitch, this one popped up. Center fielder is going to go over, give chase, and will camp under it for out number 1. Well, nice job after that leadoff walk coming back and getting a routine fly out there to center field. And so now this will be Cowan coming to the plate, the first baseman.
Jalen Cowan.
And he'll be digging in here, batting in that 3 spot. Runner was unable to advance on that fly ball. So with 1 out and a runner on first, this will be Cowan at the plate. This is that first pitch low for a ball.
Yeah, Cowan's hitting 325 on the year, Adam. He does have an on-base percentage of .417, but he does also have 4 long balls on the year.
Meridian is a team that has long been known for power as that pitch in there for a strike. Evens things up at 1-1. This is a rivalry that goes back a long, long time, and it's always been good baseball when these two teams get together. Think back to the teams that they had in the 90s, we had in the 90s and early 2000s, as this pitch is popped back and out of play. 1-2 now is the count, but that was back when Meridian was not part of the MACCC, or back then the MAJC. They were just like LSU Eunice, just a member of the Region 23.
Yeah, healthy cut there, and you got a 1-2 count here on Cowan.
So the 1-2 pitch coming, and gets him a little bit on the inside, pulls it foul, and we'll stay at 1-2.
Interesting enough, too, and looking at the stats, and this was even stands out more, Cowan's got 24 RBIs on the year, leads the team, obviously, with that amount. So he, matter of fact, leads the team almost more than doubles the rest of the team.
So 1-2 pitch coming, and that one just missing inside. ICC fans wanted that to be the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Umpire not giving that inside corner just yet here in the contest. 2-2 now is the count to the first baseman, Cowan.
Yeah, not a bad pitch there either, especially with Cowan up, who's got some power, as we're seeing displayed right there.
Yeah, that was a lot of power as he got ahead of that one, thank goodness. Foul ball, and we'll stay at 2-2.
Splashed out there in the water around the pine trees. We did have some rain here. Not today, during the day, but we had some overnight, stuff like that. So, again, great job by getting the field ready as he went.
And there's strike 3. And the umpire didn't waste any time on that one. Our first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. And now with 2 outs, the third baseman, Study, will come to the plate here for the Eagles.
Yeah, Study's coming in with a .397 average, but .493 on base percentage. And the runner goes. That's going to be wide right there, and the runner's going to go ahead and try to take third.
And he will.
So
that'll be a stolen base, and he'll advance on the throwing error. And so that's going to be called it a strike at the plate.
Yeah, wide throw there. Bain popped up good. Of course, the runner took off, and Bain popped up, but a wide throw, and they couldn't get over to make the catch, so the throw down sailed into center field, and again, that advanced the runner to third.
Breaking pitch a little low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So we've got baseball going here in Fulton, softball going down at Meridian now that conference play is opened up. We'll try to keep you updated on that scores. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. Throw across the way is in time for the out. And a nice job there by the Indians getting around that first leadoff walk there to start the contest. So let's keep it here, and we'll tell you about today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. And let's start with Meridian. We've already introduced you to the first 4 batters. That was McIntyre, who is pitching, and also the DH here in Game 1. Chaplin is in second base. Cowan's the first baseman, and Study is the third baseman. They'll be followed by the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 batters. Chris Watson out in right field. Catching is Blaze Priester. In left field will be Rhett Ketchum. And Banks Hyde will be in center field. And Jacob Scott will be batting ninth and playing shortstop. For ICC, it'll be the usual suspects. And the guy that's been getting it done for the Indians. He's second in the league at batting .500 right now. Drew Capobianco, he'll be playing second base. Matthew Martinelli will be the shortstop. Will Verdon will be at third base. Gray Bain will be the catcher. Jackson Lee will be in center field. Bo Rock will be the first baseman. Eli Hancock will be in left field. Jackson Saddlemeyers will be in right field. And Ben Davis will be the DH. We've already talked about Brady Davis getting the start on the hill here for the Indians. We'll take a quick timeout here, a word from our sponsor, and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Fulton as we get ready to move to the bottom of the first inning. ICC and Meridian scoreless here after one. That's the same situation down in Meridian with softball as well. No score there after one inning. So this will be Drew Capobianco to start us off here in the bottom of the first. Takes a look at that first pitch, missing outside for a ball. Well, we're not setting any speed records for this game, at least not starting off. As this one's going to be a grounder. Third baseman finds it. Throw across the way is in time for the putout. 5-3 for those of you scoring at home for out number one.
Yeah, chopper there to third, and third baseman Study was able to field it cleanly and throw Capobianco out. Unusual right there from what we've seen here lately. As we've said, Capobianco's on-base percentage, definitely a high one there, and has done a great job of getting on base for the Indians as far as a leadoff batter this year. Normally has a .641 on-base percentage. So as Martinelli takes strike one. So anyway, they get the first out. That's a big out for Meridian.
Yeah, and this is going to be one of those games where, a lot of people anticipating some high numbers from the board. That can still happen, but these are two teams that really have a lot better pitching than people give them credit for. And so we could see a pretty good battle here in Game 1. Of course, we talked about Game 1 scheduled for 9 innings. Game 2 scheduled for 7. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Marty.
Yeah, McIntyre is a 6'3" sophomore out of Jackson, Tennessee. Lefty for those of y'all at home. He does have 1 win, 1 loss on the season, 13 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 8 hits on 5 runs, 11 base on balls, as that's ball 2, 18 Ks on the season, does have a 3.38 ERA.
Yeah, he's had a couple of pitches drift high that the catcher has had to get out of position to go chase down, so that could be something we can take note of a little bit later on. Ground ball, shortstop's got it, taking his time, throws it over, and that'll be out number 2. And so quickly 2 away here, and that's exactly what you want to do if you're the Eagles early on in this contest.
Number 16, Will Verdon.
And now this will be Will Verdon coming to the plate.
Yeah, you mentioned Adam, McIntyre, going back to him, it's unusual to see a pitcher DH combo there, and it is. But the one note there is McIntyre's third in the MACCC with a .478 batting average, so that's probably one reason you're seeing that.
So he's going to be right there, yes. That first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. This is Will Verdon. Can't catch up with the fastball there. Swung on and missed. 1-1 now is the count.
Verdon coming into the fair with a .315 batting average, .409 on base percentage. Does have 4 home runs on the year, as that is strike 2. So he leads the Indians with home runs with 4, as well as the Indians in RBIs with 21.
So 1-2 now is the count here to Verdun. Going to have to guard the dish here. The lefty getting set to deliver.
Good pitch.
And this one fouled off. Nice job by Verdun to find a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive. As you said, that was a really good pitch. It was located low but near that strike zone, so Verdun had to do something with it. Did the only thing he really could is foul that one off.
Yeah, again, and we've talked about it prior games and everything. You really want to try, if you can, you got a lefty versus righty here. If you got that pitch like that, you want to drive it to right field as he takes ball 2 right there, high and tight there. You want to try to take that outside pitch to the right part of the field if you're Verdun. You don't want to try to pull that. Of course, you got 2 strikes here. You got to choke up and got to protect the plate.
So 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. Nobody on here for the Indians. That pitch outside and like a slider that just didn't quite slide enough.
No, I've seen one of those before, and actually threw one of those in my high school days. If my old coach, Coach Long, is listening, he'll get definitely a chuckle out of that.
And this is going to be a foul ball down the right side, so we'll stay with a 3-2 count here on Verdun. Nice at bat right now by Will to help his teammates see some extra pitches here in the bottom of the first with no score.
Yeah, you want to see extra pitches, but also if you're Verdun, you're also adding to the pitch count of McIntyre.
And he eventually draws that walk, so nicely done there by Verdun to get the first base runner on the bags here for the Indians. And now this will bring up the catcher, Gray Bain, to the plate. So Bain will dig in with 2 outs and nobody on. He was having to get his shin guards situation and tie his shoe as he was still suited up, if you will, getting ready in case there was a 3rd out recorded. Saw the infield umpire come say something to the pitcher that time, so don't know if he was maybe giving a warning towards something that might be a balk later on. That ball gets away, and the runner will advance.
I'm going to call that a wild pitch there, Adam, I think, on my end.
I want to agree with you on that one, as that was one he just reached back in his hip pocket and tried to put a little extra on at that time and just put it in the dirt and got away. Actually bounced high enough that it came right middle of the camera there, which I know a lot of people are like, well, what's the big deal? But to know where our camera is set up right now is pretty impressive.
Yeah, pretty high bounce there. So you got an opportunity here. If you're Bain, you got a runner in scoring position.
Bain will dig in. Listen to that pitch right down the middle for a strike. Evens things up now at 1-1.
Yeah, Bain comes in and he's 6th in the MACCC with a .451 batting average. He's in the cleanup spot today for the Indians.
Rips this one, and it's going to be down the line and a fair ball. This is going to score a run for the Indians, and Bain will have a double. And ICC takes a 1-0 lead here to start the contest.
Yeah, great job of hitting right there. Bain was on that pitch almost a little too early, but wasn't. I mean, again, drove the line drive over third baseman's head. There was no shot at it. Easily scores Verdun stand-up, as well as Bain has a stand-up double. So that's going to bring up your number 5 hitter now in the lineup with Jackson Lee.
And a clutch 2-out hit there by the catcher. And as you mentioned, Jackson Lee now coming to the plate here for the Indians. ICC taking an early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Lee looks at that pitch, and it's in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Lee. Lee playing in center field for the Indians has already recorded a putout so far in the contest.
That's going to be bring Bain's total up to 4 doubles on the year, and that's going to tie him for the team lead in doubles with Martin Olich and Bo Rock.
Well, he's calling time himself and maybe trying to see if he and the catcher are on the same page here with the calls. So just a brief meeting there. We're in the first inning. This first inning is being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They're in Montana right now with their spring break mission trip. So that pitch missing low for a ball. You can find out more about that by following them on Twitter at ICCBSU. Brother Chris Burrows and company always doing a great job over there at the BSU.
You know the only bad thing about that, Adam?
No Brother Chris Berger.
That's right. No Brother Chris Berger today as Lee swings through that for strike 2.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, if you do come to the ballpark, go ahead and save some room for one of those burgers. Those things are fantastic. May have to, even though he's retiring from the BSU, we may have to see if he can still come cook his burgers.
I'm telling you, I mean, they're famous. I will say that.
1-2 pitch, check the swing, and they're going to say just missing low. 2-2 is the count. I'm with you, Brad. It's a tough one to hold off on.
Yeah, that was tough. Again, kudos to Lee there, though, because he had a good eye on it, better eye than you and I had up here.
So the 2-2 pitch coming. This one fouled back, and we'll stay at 2-2.
Yeah, that fastball was kind of up a little bit, but up enough where, that thing kind of floats up there in your eyes sometimes, and you can't help but take a cut at it. So, again, got a piece of it. 2s across the board there with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And a runner at second here for the Indians. They lead it 1-0. And just found a piece of that one on the outside edge to keep this at-bat alive here at 2-2.
Yeah, and that was a good job of staying alive and getting a piece of it, but I'd love to see that swing more on that pitch right there, Adam, of trying to take it to right field. That was more of a swing right there that it was going to end up being a chopper to third or short had he gotten a piece of it.
Breaking pitch, it hangs up high for a ball. 3-2 now is the count here to Jackson Lee. So after 2 quick outs, the Indians have settled in well here against McIntyre, and they've already scratched one across and trying to see if they can extend this inning here with a base hit or a walk.
Yeah, again, running the count to full, as you said, that's doing a great job on McIntyre right there to see more pitches and up his pitch count. Ooh.
And there's a beautiful pitch. Just slipped that one right back down the middle for strike 3. We played one here in Fulton. ICC leads it 1-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Tide!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as now we shift to the top of the second.
Number 28, Chris Watson.
ICC leads it 1-0 after an RBI double off the bat of Gray Bain that scored Will Verdong. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up here for Meridian. It'll be Watson, Priester, and Ketchum scheduled up here in the top of the second. Davis is still on the hill here for the Indians. That first pitch missing low and inside for a ball.
Yeah, Watson's a freshman coming in, batting .385, does have an on-base percentage of .529, so that kind of equals that out right there as he swings and strike one right there as a outside pitch there just off the outside part of the plate. Looks like he does have 1 home run on the year, 2 doubles to his credit, 10 hits as he fouls back strike number 2.
So 1-2 now is the count here. Today is a day I need like 6 extra hands. We've got our new scoreboard up. Then I'm running here trying to update softball Twitter, and it's just my brain don't operate that way. That's gonna Be a bloop single there just over the head of the infield, and a nice piece of hitting there by Watson to start the inning for the Eagles.
Yeah, he kind of called it a bloop single, and that's really what it was. It was, not really hit on the line, but it was hit well enough to where it was in between short and third. No play really for Verdung on that one. It was closest to him, and so, again, good clean single right there. And Meridian gets the leadoff batter of the inning on base again for the second time.
And there's going to be basically back-to-back hits, just carbon copies of the other, and Priester wasted no time seeing a pitch he liked, got after it, and now back-to-back singles to start the inning here with no outs.
Yeah, as you mentioned, again, that's back-to-back singles, no outs, pushes a runner in scoring position, the tying run in scoring position, and now that's bringing up Rhett Ketchum. So you got a left on left right here. So Bertie Davis throws left-handed, Ketchum bats left-handed.
And so we'll look for the pitch here. And swings on the first one he sees. And this one popped up to left field. Left fielder will go over and make the play. And
no tag.
They showed they were going to tag, but quickly retreated back. And so now there's one out in the inning.
Yeah, I fully did not expect a tag there. Again, when you're going left field and then you got, the tag would be going to third unless they're just totally sure of that speed, which that would have to be some darn good speed right there.
A lot of good speed.
I didn't expect a tag. That does produce the first out of the inning. Again, you're not looking at many pitches there, though. Again, one pitch, one out. Of course, it was one pitch, one hit a while ago with Priester. So now that brings up Hyde, center fielder.
And so with one out here in the inning, as you mentioned, this is Banks Hyde coming to the plate, and that ball hit him.
Oh,
that might have been a break for the Indians, as that one could have scored a run from second. But now here's trouble. As Jacob Scott, the number 9 hitter, playing shortstop, but trouble is bases loaded with only one out.
Yeah, definitely, and that's of course, you got Scott here, the shortstop. He's the number 9 batter in the lineup today for Meridian. He does have a .316 average as he takes ball one with a .357 on base percentage. So far this year, he does have 6 base on balls to his credit. He has
this ball popped up, foul territory, Bo Rock. Tripped over now, comes back in fair territory and drops it. So it's going to get to play at home.
Live.
And so that is going to get the force. Oh, could have stepped on the bag there. Did it turn 2?
I didn't see him turn 2.
Apparently he stepped on the bag and got the out there.
Did I miss something?
Let me see if I can go back, and we're going to watch this one on the Little Caesars instant replay here.
Infield fly.
So you see Bo drifting over, catches it. No, he drops it. And then there is the out. Unless it is, it's got to be the infield fly rule there. So either way it goes, Indians get out of the jam in the top of the second, as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Dark or empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we miss that first pitch, a breaking pitch in there for a strike. That one missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. 1-0 ICC with the lead here in the bottom of the second. Game 1 of 2 this afternoon in this doubleheader between ICC and Meridian. And that pitch missing for a ball. 2-0 now is the count.
Yeah, you got Bo Rock up, freshman there. Comes in with a .267 batting average, .404 on base percentage.
Listen, that one low for a ball, 3-1.
Great eye there. He does have 12 hits on the year, as well as tied, as I mentioned earlier, with the team lead at 4 doubles on the year. So dangerous hitter here, as we've talked about all year.
And this is going to be a ground ball. Fouls it off down the first base side. The count now goes 3-2. We'll give you a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update from softball after this pitch. And Bo, that was a borderline pitch, but he took it for a ball, and he will start us off with a walk. It's 2-0 after 2 complete in softball down at Meridian. ICC cashing in on an error for Gillian and Beckley to score. So they lead that one 2-0. That is also the conference opener there in softball. And this will be Eli Hancock coming to the plate here for the Indians. Hancock playing in left field. Listen, that first pitch is inside corner for a strike.
I'll give you another scoreboard update. Those of you watching the SEC basketball tournament, the team that totally obliterated Mississippi State yesterday, they are up by 2 on Missouri, 44-42 in the second.
And that one paints the outside corner. So inside-outside goes McIntyre here to get a 0-2 count on Hancock. So no balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. Runner at first is Rock. Hancock at the plate. Swings and misses on that one. And I'll tell you, that's all you could do there in that situation, especially after getting both those outer edges like the last time. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for McIntyre. And now this will be right fielder Jackson Settlemyers coming to the plate here for the Indians. So 1 out and Rock at first. Ball in the dirt, but doesn't get far enough away to allow the runner to advance. Even though he didn't completely block it up, that was a nice job there by Priester to get out there and keep it nearby to keep the runner at first base.
Yeah. Settlemyers comes in, a freshman, batting .259. He does have a 333 on base percentage this year as he takes strike 1 right there on the outside part of the plate. Breaking pitch there coming in. So Settlemyers is our right fielder for the day.
So 1-1 is the count here on Settlemyers. Listen, that pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count.
They changed to Mississippi State and Ole Miss, by the way, for those of y'all listening. Of course, decided to play double headers today in their series due to weather and the impending weather coming in tomorrow.
So 3-1 is the count there. You know, we could have been mean and, bumped Ole Miss, the defending national champions, off 101.9 FM, but we decided not to.
I don't know if they would have appreciated that very much.
Miss Donna Thomas would not have. And that pitch finds the outer edge, and that umpire has shown that he likes that outside edge. So as an ICC batter in this 3-2 count situation here, you have to be knowledgeable of that.
Yeah, Settlemyers didn't agree, but thought it was ball 4, but he's back in there, and he's got to protect the plate.
3-2 pitch coming. Pulls this one foul down the third baseline. Coach Collier tried to make a play on it. Kind of laughing that one off as he tosses the ball back towards the dugout.
That'd be an E on Coach Collier.
Yep.
Well, Ole Miss is up 5-4 in the top of the sixth on the Boilermaker. Speaking of that,
I forgot they're playing Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
As that pitch goes high for a ball, and a nice at bat there. Will be the second walk of the inning here, and now this will bring up Ben Davis.
Number 18, Ben Davis.
Davis is the DH here in game one. And he will try to spark some bats here. There is one out in the inning. Runners on first and second here for Davis. Davis looks at that pitch outside for a ball.
Yeah, opportunity here for the Indians. Got a runner in scoring position here. Of course, ICC's got a 1-0 lead here. One out only here, right here.
Davis pops this one up. First baseman's going to give chase over in foul territory. He will find it and squeeze it for the out. Lost his balance for a second, was able to get it back, and the runner will stay at second.
Yeah, that's not what Coach Collier would want right there, but again, that's in foul territory. Caught. Great job by the first baseman over there in Cowan, as I had a ladybug that joined me for the broadcast here.
Supposed to be good luck.
Yeah.
So now with two outs, runners on first and second, back to the top of the lineup here. And that pitch just slowly slipped back in there for a strike. 0-1 the count here to Drew Capobianco. He grounded out to the third baseman in his first at bat. Looking to redeem himself here with a runner in scoring position. Is that pitch high? And what a play there by the catcher just to hold on to that one.
Man, what a play by the pitcher out there. Did you see him with his hat?
I missed
hat
that
popped
one.
off, and when he was finishing his delivery, his hat popped off, and it went up in the air, and he caught it with his left hand.
Nice.
Yeah.
So 1-1 now is the count here to Capobianco. He hammers this one. It goes back and out of play. 1-2 now. We'll go the count here on Drew. They've played 3 in softball, and ICC still leads that one 2-0 at Meridian.
They're moving a little faster than we are.
A lot faster than we are.
Oh, my goodness.
And that pitch is going to get away, and this will allow the runners to advance on the wild pitch. That one has some velocity because it bounced back quickly to the catcher.
Yeah, it definitely, he was put the pepper on that one, and outside, of course, you got twos across the board, 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. Now you have runners at second and third. Anything down in the outfield could score 2.
This one's going to be a flare to the right side. Right fielder's going to give him
Number
chase,
down.
and it's going to drop. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score, and a big-time clutch hit there for the Indians. Well, Cap made up for it after grounding out in the previous at-bat. He's going to have a 2-run single that puts ICC up 3-0.
Yeah, great job of hitting, and there again, he did what I was talking about. Wasn't trying to pull the pitch or anything like that. He took it to the right side of the field when you're facing a left-hander right there who's trying to put a lot of pepper on it and trying to pace it on the outside part of the plate, which he did. That ball goes high, ball 1 to Martin Olich. He just dropped it out there. The right fielder wasn't able to make a play on it. Scores 2. Now ICC leads 3-0 here in the bottom of the second.
So big-time clutch 2-out hit, and this one's going to be dropped for another one, and Cap was on the move, so he'll head over to third, and that's going to be another clutch hit there off the bat of Matthew Martin-Olich.
Yeah, basically a good piece of hit and run situation right there where Cap was on the move, as you said, Drew was. So he didn't even check up once the ball, of course, he had 2 outs anyway, but once the ball was down or once it was hit, he saw it was just going to draw a mound visit. He was already making his turn to third.
Well, Meridian's going to step out and have a word real quick. We're going to hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the meeting on the mound continues here for the Eagles. ICC, they have struck for 3 runs. All 3 of those runs coming with 2 outs in the inning, but also something else that has come back to haunt the Eagles so far. Every time the ICC has advanced on a wild pitch, that run is scored as well. So I know that's a trend they're wanting to buck here. But the Indians able to take advantage of some miscues here early on by the Eagles. That pitch going to miss low for a ball, and I'll tell you what, you hear a lot of fired-up Indians over there in the dugout right now for ICC.
Yeah, you got a first and third situation. Will Verdung up to the plate here. I don't know if Coach Collier's going to try any first and third offense here to draw a throw with 2 outs or not. We'll see. Ooh.
This one's hammered. Left fielder's going to run back. He's not going to get to it. It's going to be off the wall. 1 run will score. They're going to hold the runner up at third. They're going to throw to second. Not in time.
Great job of running right there. Great job of being aware, even with Coach McCrory over here, to send Verdung on over, because now that still keeps you 2 runners in scoring position. That gets Verdung with a double and an RBI right there, and Martin Ollis at third.
And so the Indians take a 4-0 lead here early on the number 9 team of the country, Meridian. And they do have runners at second and third, and this is going to be Bain, who doubled in a run his last at-bat. Listen to that pitch, and it was in there for a strike.
Now you got some activity that's going to heat up down there in the bullpen for Meridian. There was no activity. Now they're sending some folks down.
So Bain, who is catching here, it's a beautiful breaking pitch that finds that corner. And Bain quickly finds himself here in an 0-2 count.
Yeah, he's dropped 2 in there on the breaking balls in there. Let's see if he comes back with a heater right here on the outside.
Exactly what it did. Bain was waiting for it. It's going to get through. Are they going to ask 2 to score? No, they're just going to get 1. And another clutch hit there by Bain.
Yeah, Bain, that's 2 today right there. Again, he pulled in an RBI as the first RBI, first run of the game, and was able to pull that in. And now he comes back up this inning and got a single and drives in another run, still producing a first and third situation for the Indians.
Big inning here for the Indians as 4 runs on the board, all 4 of those runs coming with 2 outs in the inning. And now this is going to be Jackson Lee, who struck out looking to in the first inning. Got runners on the corners here for the Indians. Fastball missing low for ball 1.
Yeah, you know, Adam, we've said it all season. The Indians can hit with any team out there. Their bats, you know, they're going to have some cold days, and just like any team, you know, where the parts of your lineup may be a little off, but their bats, generally, I mean, they can hit with any team as Lee swings through that one for strike 1.
Yeah, a little off-speed pitch there. And you're right, that's one thing a Rick Collier baseball team is never not going to be able to do, and that's going to be swinging the bats. Yeah. So 1-1 now is the count. 2 outs, runners on the corners here for the Indians. They lead it 5-0 in the bottom of the second. Pitch missing outside. 2-1 now is the count here to Lee.
Yeah, great pitch. In my opinion there, it just wasn't able to drift back in enough onto the plate to get called a strike, but it's still a good pitch. Took something off of it. Just was a ball.
This one in on the hands, jammed it a little bit. It will get out of play as it's off the top of the dugout to our right, and that will even things up at 2-2.
Yeah, again, 2s across the board, 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. Runners at first and third for the Indians. Coach Collier giving some signs and signals over there at third.
So runners on the corners here, 2 outs, and Lee at the plate here for the Indians. Struck out looking in his last at-bat, looking to redeem himself here. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that was a clutch strikeout there, but not before the Indians do some damage. They score 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. ICC leads it 5-0 here after 2 complete. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to move to the top of the third inning. ICC strikes for 4 in the bottom of the second to take a 5-0 lead here in Game 1 against Meridian. Game 1 scheduled for 9 innings here. Game 2 scheduled for 7. That will be every conference game from here on out. And so we'll be settled in here.
Number 5, Dalton McIntyre.
As this will be back to the top of the lineup for Meridian. 1, 2, 3 batters. McIntyre, Chaplin, and Cowan scheduled up here for the Eagles. So Cowan was the pitcher. Swings in the first pitch he sees, fouls it off for a strike. They did have someone up working towards the end of that last inning, but Cowan was able to settle down, come back and get a strikeout. So we'll see if they stick with him when we go to the bottom half of the third. So 0-1 is the count. There's going to be a little slicer, and it's going to be a diving catch made over there at shortstop. It's one of those where if you're McIntyre, you just tip your cap to Martin Knowledge and say good play.
Yeah, I mean, it was, if Martin Knowledge was trying to get it before it took that little short hop right there, and having to field that ball right there, so he was able to dive to catch it in the air. Great job there on his end, so that way it draws no throw over to first. As you've got Chaplin up now and swings through strike one, so you got swings through and has strike one, 0-1 count here.
He flew out to center field in his only at bat so far here in the contest. Pops this one up, is going to get back and out of play. 0-2 now is the count. So Davis quickly ahead of the batter here, with 1 out in the inning, and ICC leading 5-0. Boy, the Indians would love to get a quick 3-up, 3-down inning here, see if they can get those hot bats back to the plate. The 0-2 pitch set up on the outside. That's where he went with it. 1-2 now is the count after the ball low and outside.
Bulldogs, Mississippi State's got a 2-0 lead over Lipscomb and the Bison over there in top of the fourth. And I just give this one to you, Adam, just for you. Georgia Tech 6, Notre Dame 1, bottom of the third.
There's a ground ball to the right side. Bo Rock will step on the bag and will give it to him. And Davis fell during that play, and he is still down.
I wonder if he was he trying to stop from covering first, or
not really sure what happened there.
He's good. He gave the thumbs up signal and to everyone.
Yeah, that might have thinking probably what it was. He's looking on the dirt right there. No, you can't see it on the screen right now, but there is a slide mark. So it might have been one of those where he went to plant and his foot just went forward with him, and they might see if they give him a little bit of a warm-up toss here as they're going to crowd around the plate, and Coach Collier's going to take the walk out there, and the trainer's going to come out as well. So with this quick break, let's check and hear in from First American National Bank.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a break in the action here as they're going to tape Brady's ankle to see if he can continue playing here after kind of having a awkward fall over there at first base and twisting his ankle a little bit. The Indians do have a couple of guys warming up just in case, so that is why we have the break in the action right now. Also do want to give you a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. Meridian, they scored 2 in the bottom of the third to make it a 2-2 contest down there in Game 1 in softball. That's the conference opener, I believe, for both teams there in softball as well. So we're going to take another break, come back, and see if Brady's able to make it through this one. Back with more right after this.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and steaks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as Davis retaking the hill here. He'll get some warm-up tosses to see how that ankle's holding up as Coach Collier out there, the infield umpire both, kind of just watching closely there.
Yeah, you know, as we said, I don't really know what happened on the play, but it was a ground ball that was hit to the right side. So normally as a pitcher, you're taught to run that way, obviously to help cover first in the event the first baseman needs it and can't make the play by himself. I don't know if what happened, if he all of a sudden saw that Rock could make the play and he was trying to stop and his momentum did not keep, or took him in another direction so that way he wouldn't run into the play or not. But anyway, where it is, we've got he's back out pitching, which is good. We've got 2 outs now to catch everybody up. You got Cowan up at the plate. And so good that Brady's still out there throwing.
Cowan struck out swinging in his first at-bat. That pitch going to hang up high and outside for a ball. It's going to be interesting to see because I'm someone that has suffered ankle injuries, one of them really, really bad. And as a pitcher, that's a swing and a miss there for a strike. Of course, if it's that left ankle, he's going to be pushing off on it. So that's going to kind of fatigue your velocity a little bit. But if it's that lead foot, then of course you don't want to necessarily kind of ginger it as there's going to be a ground ball, and it's going to he can't get to it in that case, and it's going to be an infield single there for Cowan, and that's what we saw, and that's going to be now something that Meridian's going to be able to see and say, okay, can we play small ball?
And I may be wrong, and again, I'm still trying to figure it out, but I think it's the lead foot, so it's his plant foot when he is throwing. So it can affect, again, your throw as well as pitch into the catcher. If it starts bothering him, if you start seeing some high pitches like that one right there, which that's ball one, then you know that it's starting to affect him as far as him landing, because there again, it affects your release. It's amazing when pitching, but there's a whole lot that goes into it in the mechanics.
That's going to be a foul ball. 1-1 is the count. Yeah, and it's one of those that, as a pitcher, you want to land on the ball of that foot with that lead foot, because that carries you home. If you start kind of landing on the heel, if you will, it starts pulling you towards third base in that case. So we'll see as he goes here with a 1-1 count. And that pitch at the knees, but called a strike. 1-2 now is the count. Now we're talking to that as guys that are old. This is also young kids that get the adrenaline pumping, and they don't realize their ankle's hurting.
Yeah, I'm with you. Good pitch right there for fouls that one back. Still a 1-2 count, 2 outs. You're right. But, ankle injuries, as you said, you've had them, you've experienced them. They are difficult. Again, it can affect things, but we'll watch, and I'm sure everybody's going to keep a close eye on Brady and see if this affects him the rest of the game. That one smoked right there to left field. It's going to be a single right there for Study.
Yeah, and a good job out there in left field by Hancock to quickly get to that one. As it was running away from him, he was able to chase that one down, keep it there. If that one gets down, then you're looking at runners at second and third in this situation. And so now this is going to be Watson. Watson reached on a single, was thrown out trying to score at home on a infield fly. And so he'll dig in here with 2 outs in the inning. Indians looking for an exit. This one fouled back for strike 1.
Yeah, he's still showing a little favoritism toward that ankle, rightfully so. Again, if you're Coach Collier, you're still having people warm up out there. Don't rightfully so on that too, because you just don't know when or if you're going to need somebody now. And you just hope that he can continue to go through with it. I'm sure they're going to check him again between innings as well.
As the pitcher just couldn't quite get over the top of it. Boy, if anybody was covering on first base, the guy at first base would have been dead to rights on the out. So that pitch goes high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Watson, the right fielder.
Yeah, they're not holding the runner on over there because you got to run at first and second. So Rock playing behind the runner at first. That ball gets away from Bain, bounces away from him. It was kind of a ball in the dirt, but bounces enough to the side to where your runners are now able to advance to second and third. Anything down out there now is trouble and could cut that lead to 5-2.
Yeah, this is where the Indians were able to cash in on 3 wild pitches to score some runs. And so we'll see if Meridian can do the same here. 2-1 now is the count with 2 outs. That pitch in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count here on Watson.
Yeah, it kind of froze him right there. He turned his hip. He had his hip motions and everything going. Watson did there, but just couldn't pull the trigger on the bat. So I don't know if he just wasn't looking for that pitch. Now you got 2s across the board. Did it again.
2-2 pitch, but that one falls off the table just a little bit too soon there. 3-2 is the count now here to Watson.
That tells me you kind of got Watson guessing a little bit out there right now as far as what he thinks Brady's going to throw. So if he's guessing in his head, it is a full count here. You're going to see the runners moving.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time clutch. Renaissance Bank strikeout to get the Indians out of the jam. It is the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Davis. We're going to take a break and be back with the bottom half of the third right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and steaks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the third inning. And for ICC, it'll be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up, Rock, Hancock, and Settlemyers here in the bottom of the third. That first pitch dripping high for a ball. This is still McIntyre on the hill here for the Eagles. And this one's going to be ripped, and second baseman finds it, but just couldn't get it out of his glove.
There's a good piece of hitting right there by Rock.
That's tough because I got to give it an error on that case. I mean, I hate to. He made a great diving stop, but did have plenty of time to throw him out if he would have been able to get the glove out of his hands. So
yeah, he backhanded it, and the glove, like you say, the ball just kind of dropped from the glove in the exchange right there. Now he shows bunt with, Eli Hancock. And that's strike one. He fouled that one off. But, yeah, I'm like you. I'd have to give that an error.
Yeah, so E4 on the play. Both teams with one error so far in the contest. And so this is Eli Hancock, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Shows bunt again. This time pops it up, and that's going to be an out.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's what's going to frustrate Coach Collier over there, and you can see it probably as he's describing it to him. And when you square the bunt, now granted, we're sitting up here. It's not as easy as you get a pitching visit here, but it's not as easy as it looks. But you got to get that ball down.
We are going to have a pitching change here as they signaled to the bullpen. So this pitching change being brought to you by Tommy Morgan Real Estate Agent Ricky Murphy. We'll take the time out and be back with more right after this.
Hey, Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, Roll Tribe!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Dark or empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.com.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we we're still here in the bottom of the third inning. New pitcher in the game here for Meridian is number 34, and that's Landon Waters coming in to pitch.
Yeah, Landon's a freshman out of Grenada, played high school ball at Grenada High School. Listed as a kind of a utility right-handed pitcher there. 5 appearances on the year, 1 win, no losses, 8 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 8 hits, 6 runs, 3 base on balls, 11 Ks with a 5.19 ERA.
And that pitch is going to be on the outer edge for a strike, as this is Jackson Settlemyers, who walked, eventually came around to score, part of a 4-run second inning for the Indians. Got a runner at first. Fastball right down the middle. Did a nice job by Waters coming in quickly, getting ahead of Settlemyers here.
Yeah, 0-2 count. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. Still got a runner at first, as mentioned, 1 out.
So awaiting the 0-2 offering here to Settlemyers. Catcher setting up on the outside corner. That's where he goes with it. Blocks it up nicely. Runner can't advance. 1-2 now is the count. Well, they played 4 down in softball, and it's still 2-2 between ICC and Meridian. That one at Meridian. 1-2 is the count here to Jackson. And he pops this one up. Right fielder going to call off the second baseman and will make the play for out number 2.
Yeah, outside pitch, reaches out trying to get that one. Just wasn't able to put the ball, the bat squarely on the ball like he needed to make the proper contact. Kind of had his timing off there. Again, you're seeing first time you're seeing Waters here. So that's the second out of the inning now. You still have a runner at first.
So this is Davis, who popped up in foul territory, was retired by the first baseman. Swings at the first pitch he sees, fouls it back for strike 1.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back. He was just off on that one a little bit. Good cut right there by Davis, but just off on it. So got to get his timing down here and take a quick look here at Waters and maybe get the bat on the ball and get a base hit here.
That pitch on that outside edge, and I'm saying this, that umpire likes that pitch. So as a batter, when you get in a 2-strike situation, you got to come with that mentality of having to find a way to go with the pitch or fight it off there. As 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, it's part of studying the game, and you've got to know that as a hitter going up to the plate, that if the umpire's going to favor that pitch, and you definitely have to know that when you got 2 strikes. Right there.
Couldn't get him to chase one. I like the location. It was close. About all he could have done with it was fouled it off if he did make any contact with it. So 1-2 now is the count. Good idea on the part of Waters to just stretch that edge out a little bit, see if you might even get the strike call.
Yeah, Meridian wanted that call, thought they had it, but again, 1-2 count, 2 outs.
So here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there. And for the first time today, the Indians failed to put a run on the board. We played 3 here in game 1. It's 5-0 ICC. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, we have been working continually through the crisis to meet the needs of our community. Our walk-in clinic is a service that we provide to our patients that want to avoid the wait and exposure of the emergency room. At the walk-in clinic, you can do just that. Walk in with no prior appointment or phone call. We provide specialized treatment for physical injuries like broken bones, sprained wrists and ankles, joint and tendon pain, and sports-related injuries. You can get in, out, and on the road to recovery quicker. The walk-in clinic is equipped on-site with x-ray imaging, casting technicians, durable medical equipment, and injection specialists. Our team is supported by the orthopedic surgeons of the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Our staff is specially trained in orthopedic-related injuries. We ensure that you will receive the best care for your orthopedic needs. Remember, at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dave.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the fourth inning. ICC leading this one 5-0 here in game one. It'll be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up here for Meridian. Priester swings on this first one, pops it up, and right fielder's going to give chase and tries to make the play in foul territory. Tries to make the diving effort. Couldn't come up with it, so nothing but a long, exciting strike there on Priester.
You know, Adam, the Players' Championship at TPC Sawgrass is going on, so I just want reason to bring that up. Wanted to call that information out. Fulton's Chad Ramey was in the lead after day one.
Nice.
Today is the third round, and he is still in the hunt. So he got the weekend call on it. Tied for fourth. He's right now currently 8 under. So kudos to Fulton's Chad Ramey right there for having a good round. And ooh, that one smoked out to the left.
That one's going to be down for extra bases there off the bat of Priest. He kind of tripped heading around first. He's able to slide in without any issue, though. That's going to be the second hit of the day for Blaze. Had a single to start with, now has a double. You know, it's kind of crazy to think, and people from Meridian, you may not know this area, but Fulton Country Club, just a simple 9-hole, I say simple 9-hole course. It's not a simple course whatsoever, but a 9-hole course, and they have produced so much talent. You got Chad, who's now in the PGA, Allie in the LPGA, who has won and has consistently been in that top 10 in the LPGA, and I'm telling you, a lot of being a former college golfer myself is that pitch missing low for a ball. Your short game is what makes or breaks you when it comes to being good or being bad. And Fulton Country Club challenges that in your game is your short game. You have to, a lot of tight corners. And I that's the reason why. As there's going to be a shot, and it's going to drop out in right field, and the right fielder drops it. And luckily they were holding the runner at third. And now Meridian starting to get something going here in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, I expect to see some activity going in the Indians bullpen. But you're right. You know, those two players right there, if you can imagine, Adam, they played together in high school and won, I think, 2 state championships together there. And, of course, also our head golf coach, Taylor Boggs, was on that team as well. And
he had a very successful college career.
So, you know, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's, you know, Fulton has produced some good golfers as that's strike one, take strike one there from for Hyde. But also you had Clay Holman from Fulton, who was very successful and also was the Mississippi State golf coach at one time.
So very rich golf history here to throw over to first, and it's in the dirt, and a nice job over there by Boda. Basically used the base runner to trap the ball there and keep it from getting away. Got to be careful with the runner over at third in this situation. 0-1 is the count here to Banks Hyde. He was hit by a pitch in his only appearance so far in the game.
And here comes the rain, Adam.
As this ball is popped up, center fielder's going to have to come chasing in, and they can't find it. That'll drop for a hit, and it'll score a run.
Yeah, it's the rain has started to come. I don't know if that had any effect on the play out there in center. All of a sudden, you're looking up and you've got rain coming down on your face.
And it didn't come down in sprinkles; it came down in a hurry.
Yeah, it's you know it's a good drop or a good mixture here of rain. It's not just a light mist coming. So all of that started, and of course you can see the crowd moving in here, people taking shelter, but Indians in trouble right here. You got the bases loaded now with no outs.
And we will announce here shortly that $25 a inning, as there's a slow roller, no play at first. And now it's bases loaded here. Smart play. We talked about Meridian, as that's going to go for an infield single. Meridian saw that ICC's pitcher, Davis, was going to struggle getting after an infield ball. If they're going to play a little small ball to force the issue, they did it just there, and now bases loaded here.
Yeah, I would have, as Coach McCoy is taking the walk to the mound, Verdun needs that one back. I would have let that one go. I mean, again, he didn't have a play. It was going to be a tough play anyway. That ball still had a chance to go foul. I know he was wanting to get the out, but, you know, in that opportunity when you know you can't make a play over there at first, let's go ahead and let that thing roll and see if you can get it foul.
Well, just as soon as everyone moves, it stops raining.
It does.
So that's a good thing, but we were going to say $25 per inning to come sit in the press box. Unfortunately, there's no room for anybody else, so I'll give up my seat for $25.
I don't know that people would want our seats at this point, Adam.
That short meeting on the mound there is Meridian now going to try to get back into this one. They trail it 5-1, but they cooking with grease right now as they've got bases loaded with no outs here in the inning. So the Indians got to dig deep here. Well, they would love to find a Little Caesars double play if possible. Is that pitch in there for a strike?
Yeah, bases loaded, no outs. If anything right here, you'd love to turn a double play and at least get 2 in the inning. And then, of course, you're in on the corners as well with Rock and Verdun.
Breaking pitch popped up. Center fielder's going to drift back. He's going to the warning track, and that will be a sacrifice fly as they're going to quickly throw it in and keep the runner at first base. And Meridian puts another one on the board.
Yeah, again, center fielder drifted back. That was going to be an easy sac fly situation there for McIntyre. It does score the run, but what he was able to do is get the ball in quick enough to keep the runner from first tagging and getting to second. So that just leaves you now with one runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Well, Brad, I hate to tell you, it's only 1 out.
I'm sorry.
Yes. It's that sacrifice fly being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. You were like me. You were hoping to see a Little Caesars double play, and a great scoop there as that ball gets away and run scores easily for the Eagles. It's that ball in the dirt for ball 1.
That's an RBI there from McIntyre.
And again, that sacrifice fly being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. Is that pitch in the dirt? 2-0 now is the count.
You got a first and third here for Meridian. Again, now backing up from me, 1 out. So haven't seen any type of offense in play yet to whether they try to draw a throw or not. You do have a good pickoff move normally from Brady Davis over there, but with that ankle, don't know.
This pitch foul back is going to get out of play. 2-1 now is the count here to Chaplin. Chaplin is 0 for 2 on the day. He has flown out to center and grounded out to the first baseman. That was on that play that Davis was injured on. So 2-1 now is the count. Right back up the middle, and it gets past the diving shortstop, and another run will come across there. And the Eagles clawing their way back into this one.
And Davis down again, limping. I don't know how much longer we're going to go with him, Adam.
I think it's one of those right now that
Here comes Coach
you
Kyle.
go ahead and get someone in because you're thinking about future games as well. We're going to have a call to the mound here or call to the bullpen. We'll take a break and hear from Tommy Morgan, real estate agent Ricky Murphy, and more, and be back right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Dark or empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're still here in the top of the fourth inning. It's been a big inning here for the Eagles. They've got 3 runs on the board. Runners on first and second, and this will be Cowan coming to the plate here. New pitcher in the game is that hit and a liner double right play. Back it, and that's going to be a double play.
New pitcher is Eli Akins, by the way. Did a great job there of throwing first pitch, line drive to the shortstop, caught the guy that was on second, the runner on second, just slipping out there, and anyway, was able to turn a double play. Indians get out of the inning.
That was a Little Caesars double play. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Number 35, Drew Capobianco.
Move to the bottom of the fourth inning. ICC sees Meridian put 3 on the board in the top half, and it'll be the 1-2-3 batters due up here for the Indians. Drew Capobianco, Matthew Martinolich, and Will Verdong coming to the plate.
Capobianco going from the left side this time, as we have the right-handed Waters in there. So the first time we've seen Capobianco go from the left side of the plate today.
Swings of the first pitch he sees, fouls it out of play for strike 1.
Had a big hit his last time up, big single. Capobianco had 2 RBIs on that single.
So 0-1 is the count here to Cap. Nice eye there. Look at that one low and outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Well, ICC took a 3-2 lead, but Meridian answered back with a run in the bottom half of the inning, and it's after 4 complete in softball, 3-3 in the conference opener down there. So that pitch missing outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, nobody on here as we're starting the bottom of the fourth inning. As that pitch drifts high. 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye there on Capobianco. We've talked about him all season. You know, there's just a big change in him from last season to this season. A lot of maturity you're seeing. Not that he wasn't mature last season, but he's playing that leadoff batter position as he grounds that one through the second baseman, and he is thrown out. But he is having a phenomenal season thus far. Not that he didn't last season, but he's really taking that next step forward, Adam, in my opinion, where it could take him to the next level.
Yeah, he's done a really good job of accepting the role of a leadoff batter is, hey, find a way on, whether it be a walk, hit by a pitch, or if you get a base hit. And Yeah, as you said, he has really matured and stepped into that leadership role for the Indians this season. So now this is going to be Matthew Martinovich at the plate. Takes that first pitch for a strike. Got to give a shout-out to the Martinovich fan club down in Bay St. Louis. Tuned in this afternoon here, cheering on the Indians, liking what they see so far, with ICC leading at 5-3. That pitch drifts high. 1-1 now is the count here on Marty. He singled and scored a run in his last at bat. Did ground out to the shortstop in his first. Rips this one, and it's over the head of the shortstop, and that'll go for a base hit.
Yeah, that's what you want to see right there, too. Again, hit on the line, and Martinovich gets a good clean single out of that. Got some speed on the bases now with Verdung up, who Verdung had a big double his last at bat with and drew an RBI out of that.
That was the sixth hit of the game there for the Indians. And so now this is Verdung. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a walk, a run scored. As Brad mentioned, a double that drove in a run. Listen to the breaking pitch, and boy, that was beautiful. That one just came right back in on him at the knees for strike one.
Yeah, it was a great pitch right there. Again, just wasn't able to break back in enough to touch the inside part of the plate.
So 0-1 is the count. Waters is on the hill here for the Eagles. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. Evens things up now at 1-1.
Yeah, great eye right there by Verdun there.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first base in Martinovich. Indians would like to pick up some of those runs they gave back in the top half of the inning here. So that pitch outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. That is the situation here. Waters taking a lot of time now. This one hit hard. Center fielder's going to jog back. Is he going to have a chance to get out of the ballpark? No, it's going to be off the wall. And this is going to score 1, and that's going to be a double. And the Indians add another run to the board.
Yeah, that's the second one like that Verdung's been on and on the line with. And, of course, Adam, had that one been hit directly to left field, that would have been out of here. Yep. He hit that off the wall on past just to the right of the 365. So, I'm going to say, 370, 375 right there easy. And it wasn't just a towering shot either. He hit that on the line.
Yeah, it was on a rope.
Yeah, and so great hit by Verdung. Another double there for him and an RBI.
Second RBI of the day, second double of the day. And now this is going to bring up Gray Bain at the plate, who is 2 for 2 with a double and a single.
Yeah, you'd like to see him continue doing what he's doing right here, too. That could score Verdung because you only got 1 out in the inning right here, and Verdung is in scoring position.
So 0-1 is the count. Bain, who is catching here in game 1. Breaking pitch, and that was pretty.
Yeah, that one's breaking across pretty good. Again, that's not, that's really not the pitch you're looking for right there. But now you got to be aware of that pitch in an 0-2 count. You got to protect the plate. Even if that breaking ball comes in there, you got to try to find a way to get a piece of it.
So waiting the 0-2 pitch here from Waters. 1 out in the inning and a runner at second. That one not a bad pitch when you got a throwaway pitch, and a good job there by the catcher Priester to keep it in front of him. That one got in the dirt a little quicker than he was anticipating.
Yeah, again, you're right. Great job there because, again, that could advance Verdung up to third. So any opportunity, I'm sure Verdung's watching that, and any opportunity he gets to move up, he definitely will.
So Baines waits a 1-2 pitch. Watches that one low. Ooh, borderline pitch going the way of the Indians there.
Yeah, came back with the fastball, tried to catch the outside part of the plate, was unable to do so. You got a 2-2 count now.
So 2-2 is the count. There is 1 out and a runner at second. Waters checks the runner, now gets set to deliver. Bain pops this one up. Right fielder was playing in, though. He's going to run back and will make the catch. They're going to try to tag from second, and they will be able to. And so a productive put out there on the part of Bain.
Well, and that's a good job by Bain, to move the runner up. He wants a hit right there, but he knows if he hits it to the right side of the field right there, he can move Verdung up to third. Verdung's going to have a chance to tag because that ball was deep enough in the right field where there, was really no chance to get Verdung. So good job right there. Now it's in the hands of Jackson Lee.
Lee is 0 for 2. He's struck out both times, one time looking, one time swinging. Takes that first pitch high for a ball. So if Jackson's due, and right now be an ideal time for the Indians for him to pick up his first hit of the day.
Yeah, anything down or through is going to score Verdung, and that'll get another run on the board for the Indians, and that could push the lead to 7-3. Right now it's 6-3.
That pitch in there for a strike. The umpire's kind of changed his cadence. He was barking the strikes earlier, now not very vocal on us, so we kind of have to wait on those borderline pitches like the previous one there. 1-1 now is the count. Lee check swings, fouls it off, and now the count goes 1-2.
Yeah, more like didn't know if I was wanting to or not swing, and he did, and went far enough to where he was able to get a piece of it. Brings the count to 1-2. I just looked down there at Cowan down there at first, and he's a towering individual down there. It's kind of reminds me of the big hurt Frank Thomas.
Yeah, he's a big old boy over there at first base. There's a 1-2 pitch coming. Hit right back up the middle. It's going to get through, and that's going to score another run for the Indians.
Yeah, the only way that ball right there would have done what it did to produce the run is he hit it in the right place right there. He hit it back up the middle. So great job of hitting right there by Jackson Lee to take that ball back where it came from on the ground. It was just able to squeak through and score the run. Meridian tried to make a play on it and dove. Second baseman was unable to make the play. RBI single there by Jackson Lee.
And now this will bring Bo Rock to the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs. ICC has scored 2 of the 3 runs they gave back in the first half or top half of the inning. As Rock pops this one up, third baseman giving chase, and it's going to get out of play for strike 1.
Yeah, you'd like to see Bo get solid contact on one right here. You got 2 outs in the inning, 7-3 lead by ICC. You'd love to see. You got a right-hander now up there pitching, and of course Bo is a left-handed batter. You'd love to see Bo get some good bat on the ball right here and hit something good and solid hard somewhere.
So 0-1 is the count here to Rock. The runner at first, that's Lee, who just singled up the middle for the Indians. Rock pops this one up. Left fielder's going on a run here. This one's got a chance. It's gone! You're right, Brad. That was more than a pop-up. That one carried forever and found its way out of the ballpark, and that's going to be a 2-run home run for the Indians off the bat of Bo Rock.
That's that opposite field power that you've got, or that Bo's got. You and I have talked about it all year. Dangerous bat. And, I mean, when he gets into one right there, that thing just keeps going and it carries and carries. He's got that power. There's no wind today really to speak of, so he didn't have a lot of help on that. That was just sheer power by Bo Rock to carry that out to the opposite field.
What about 2-out hitting today for the Indians? All of their runs, I think except one, have come with 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, great job. You couldn't ask for more on the Indians' end on that end too, as you've got Hancock up here with takes ball 1. But you're right, and you're just going to draw a mound visit here from Meridian. Done a great job by ICC by 2-out hitting. You're right.
We're going to keep it here real quick, and Brad, and continue to talk about that hit by Bo Rock. It's one of those that, it looked like a pop-up, but it was one of those that exhibited the power we talked about that Bo has. It's one of those that kind of reminds you of Tyreek Reed. Mm-hmm. One of those that normally a normal batter, that's probably a fly out to left. But because he has that power, because he can get that strong wrist, if you will, can power through a pitch like that and turn a routine pop-up into a 2-run home run.
Yeah, in the opposite field, too, going to the opposite field. It wasn't – didn't go out and right. You know, he didn't pull that pitch. It went out and left and showing that opposite field power, and right under the scoreboard basically is where it went out. So I'm going to say that's about a 350, 355, could maybe even 360 shot right there at him to get out right there where Bo hit it. So we knew he had power. We know he has power, and he has displayed it right there, and that's going to be – I've got him with his 3rd home run on the year for Bo. So great way to start conference play for Bo Rock.
Absolutely. And we said the Indians wanted to try to get those 3 runs back. They gave up in the top half of the inning. Well, they've done that +1 as that pitch missing low for a ball.
Yeah, that takes the count to 2-0. You got 2 outs in the inning. No one on base anymore because, again, Bo Rock cleared the bases with his home run. That is strike 1 right there from the as the ump calls it, kind of high and on the outside part of the plate, but just enough in to get it in the strike zone.
So 2-1 now is the count here on Eli Hancock. He's 0 for 2 on the day, popped up to the catcher in his last at-bat as that pitch missing outside. 3-1 now goes the count. He's also struck out swinging in his first at-bat of the day.
Yeah, Priester tried to frame that pitch, was unable to bring it back in enough for the umpire's liking. You got a 3-1 count, hitter's count.
3-1 pitch, and they're going to say it drift high for a ball.
It's kind of like Hancock just kind of, we've talked about how the umpire's got a delay now in his call and whether he's going to call it a strike or whatever. I think Hancock was kind of iffy on if he was going to call it or not. He knew he needed to take it, but he was kind of iffy, so he waited. Ball 4, base on balls. Now you got Jackson Settlemyers.
So Settlemyers will come in. He flew out to right field in his last at-bat. He walked, advanced on a wild pitch, and scored a run, part of a 4-run second inning. We're having a 4-run fourth inning here with 2 outs and a runner on first for the Indians. That pitch drifts high for a ball.
Yeah, there is activity in the Meridian bullpen down there. They've got some people warming up. Don't see activity in ICC's bullpen at this point.
So 1-0 is the count here to Settlemyers.
Runner goes.
A little hit and run action the Indians try to get going there. First baseman giving chase out in foul territory and makes the play right there in front of the tarp for out number 3. Been very impressed with the play of Cowan this afternoon here in Fulton, especially on the defensive side of things. But the Indians get 4 more runs on the board. They lead it 9-3. We'll head to the 5th after hearing a few words from our sponsors here on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 5th inning. And this will be Study, Watson, and Priester due up. As Study is 1 for 2 on the day and has a 1-1 count on him right now. Brad, what did Cowan do in his last at bat?
Cowan lined out to Mark Knowledge, double play.
That's right. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
There's a swing and a miss on that last pitch. 1-2 now is the count, and there's strike 3.
Yeah, great job so far by Akins, who's come in and done a fantastic job. because, again, he got that double play, that first pitch double play, as we talked about just now, to Martin Olich when the bases were loaded, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And then now he's drawing a K.
Study did not like that one, as he had plenty to say to the umpires. There's a play by Martin Olich, throw across the way. Is it in time?
Yes, what a play.
Yes, it is.
That could be a nominee for that, because what you've got is Martin Olich making that, as I kind of call him, you can call it either Ozzie Smith or a Derek Jeter, whatever you want to say there.
I know how old you are.
Yeah, but, man, he just made that move up the middle there, made the play, made the turn, where you make that full turn, able to make a good throw over there to first. Bo Rock helps by scooping it up, gets the out.
Is that pitch going to go high for a ball, as this is Priester, who has been a tough out today for the Indians. He's 2 for 2 with a double and a run scored. As there's a breaking pitch, and that one just missing for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. There's a breaking pitch, comes back in for a strike. 2-1 now is the count.
Keeping up with the SEC championship or the SEC tournament, Alabama was able to pull that off of Missouri, 72-61 in the semifinals here. That's ball 3 right there, 3-1. And you got A&M battling Vandy now, and it just started. They're up 9-3. A&M is on Vandy.
A&M's my pick to win the tournament.
They are right now. Well, I don't know. Alabama's going to be a tough.
Ooh, this one's, speaking of tough, is out of here. That one, he got stretched out on, and that's going to be a solo home run. We talked about him being a tough out today. Well,
still,
Priester.
He's a triple away from the cycle.
Away from the cycle now after that home run, and that was a big one there. It makes it a 9-4 contest, and a clutch hit after 2 quick outs in the inning, and that'll bring Ketchum to the plate.
Number 20, Rhett Ketchum.
What a day Priester is having. Kudos to him. That young man's doing a great job and is seeing the ball well today, and you couldn't have seen it any better than that pitch right there. That was a no-doubter getting out of here.
That pitch finds the inside corner of the plate for a strike, as this is Ketchum, the left fielder. He singled and scored a run in his last at bat. And that, oh my goodness, what a nasty breaking ball. I have to write a ticket on that one because he didn't use a blinker.
Yeah, that's really the only hiccup you've seen thus far out of Akins, as I say that, and base hit right there. He just went with the pitch and put that in a good position, but the home run given up by Priester, but Akins has thrown a pretty good game so far coming in.
And so that's going to be the second hit of the day there for Ketchum. And now this will be Banks Hyde. He had an RBI single, scored a run. He's also been hit by a pitch. So he's officially 1 for 1 on the day at the plate. 2 outs in the inning. And that pitch finds the corner of the plate for a strike.
At the top of the ninth, Boilermakers and the Rebels are tied 6-6 there. And then, of course, Mississippi State's up 3-2 on Lipscomb up in the as he fouls that one off. That's in the 7th inning, bottom of the 7th. And, yeah, I'll just go ahead and tell you, Adam, you can get sad if you want to. Georgia Tech's up 11-1 in the top of the 6th on Notre Dame.
Well, that's good. That's good. So 0-2 now is the count here to Hyde. There is 2 outs. Snap throw over to first is close, but not in time. Yeah, and Brad, you were picking on me the other day because you said my Pirate guy struck out in 20 seconds. Yeah. It was 27, thank you.
27.
27. 0-2 now is the count. That pitch missing low and outside. 1-2 now is the count here to Hyde.
Yeah, not a bad pitch there. Again, see if you get him to chase something. Hyde did not chase, so good job there on the part of Hyde by good eye there, and got a 1-2 count.
Runner goes, and this pitch is going to be hit down the right field line, and it's going to be caught. The diving effort out there in right field. Unfortunately, our camera didn't go with it.
Another water play Wednesday.
Yes, as that was a beautiful play out there in right by Jackson Settlemeyer to get the Indians out of the inning with minimum damage done. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as Ben Davis will start us off here in the bottom of the fifth and takes that first pitch for a strike. Well, a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. After 6 complete, Meridian leading ICC 4-3 in softball. So the Indians got the top part of the 7th to do some damage there. Or Meridian's going to come in with the upset to start conference play as that pitch fouled back for strike 2. So 0-2 is the count. Davis 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout.
Oh.
And there's strike 3. Beautiful breaking pitch in there. And a nice way to start the inning there for Waters.
Yeah, nasty breaking pitch right there. Just kind of balked him at the knees. You got to be trying to put bat on the ball right there, at least trying to foul something back until you can get a better pitch to hit. Timing was off, apparently, just not what Davis expected. So resulted in a K in first out of the inning.
This is going to be Drew Capobianco at the plate. Takes that first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. And then rips this one. Second baseman just barely had to move to find that one. Zips it across for out number 2.
Yeah, basically what he did the last time up, grounded out to the second baseman, and same thing happened here. So Capobianco having a little tougher day today than normal. We've seen him on base more. He has been on base. He does have a single and 2 RBIs, but that's out of 4 at bats there. So again, a little tougher day than what we're expecting and what we're used to seeing. Martin Olich up now, and he's had 2 singles on the day.
Yeah, he is 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored so far. That breaking pitch, boy, that was nasty. That one just almost like just had a single rotation and then just dropped in the zone there.
Yeah, Waters has got a good breaking pitch. Again, he's a right-hander, as we talked about, and he's got a great breaking pitch. And that one's line. There again, Martin Olich doing the job. And, I mean, he's putting good bat on the ball and placing it just to line shots over out in the, and dropping them out in the outfield. And so that's the 3rd time in a row he has done that.
Number 16, Will Verdon.
That is also the 10th hit of the day for the Indians. And this will bring up Will Verdon to the plate. He's been trouble. He is 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. He's also walked and scored a run. So he's going to try to extend this inning here for the Indians with 2 outs and a runner on first. Snap throw down to first is not in time. That first pitch goes high for a ball.
Yeah, that's the time to do it. You got a right-handed batter up there in Verdon, obviously, and Martin Olich got a little speed on him. He's doing what he needs to do there, draw the throw. That's what you want to see happen because it could produce a bad throw, could produce an error. He drew another throw right there, and you saw a ball in the dirt right there. Cowan kind of tried to make it look like it got by him. Martin Olich didn't go for it, so they're testing him over there with 2 outs, Adam.
So 1-0 is the count here to Verdon. He's doubled off the wall in each one of his at-bats. Looks at that one and taking the whole way. There's that one right down the middle for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Verdun now 2 doubles on the day. 2 RBIs on the day. So good day for him. If he could drop another one of those, that'd be awesome.
Breaking pitch that hangs up a little bit on the inside of the part of the plate. 2-2 now is the count. I say inside part of the plate, actually outside the plate is what I was trying to say. 2-1 now is the count. This is a flare out to the right fielder. Right fielder's going to run back and will squeeze it for the out, and that will end the inning. So the Indians do get one hit, but can't get anything going there as they lead it 9-4 after 5 complete. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the top of the 6th inning.
Jacob Scott.
Reminder, game 1 of all conference doubleheaders go for 9 innings, as this will be the 9-1-2 batter scheduled up here for Meridian. Is that first pitch high for a ball? This is Atkins on the hill here for ICC. Do have a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update after this pitch in softball. Breaking pitch, beauty. 1-1 now is the count. Meridian gets the upset in game 1 over ICC. Breaking pitch in there for strike 2. Meridian wins the first game of the day in softball 4-3 down in Meridian to open conference play with a big impressive win there. That pitch missing outside. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs here. Scott at the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Yeah, great job again by Akins. You know, again, had the one, as I call it, the one little, hiccup there, if you want to call it that, with the home run that was a no-doubter by Priester. But otherwise, I think he's, so far he's held Meridian pretty good and done a great job since he come out in relief.
So now with 1 out in the inning, this one's going to be dribbled forward. Pitcher's going to get it, and the throw is not in time as he gets away. The runner's going to head from first to third.
Yeah, they're going to the ball.
They're going to try to score him.
No, they got to bring him back.
And they're going to.
If the ball is stuck down there, you can't.
And now the umpires are going to talk this one over here as they're going to send him back to third. As that is going to be the case there. So it's going to be an infield single advance on the error, because the runner easily beat the throw that time. And advance E3.
Number 13, Cooper Chaplin.
Because that's really a ball that the pitcher should have charged from the get-go. He was kind of watching the play develop there. And so they will send the runner back to third after the ball did get trapped, I believe, in the fence on the far side. Is that pitch high for a ball? 1-0 is the count. So, yeah, single with a 2-base error there for McIntyre. So that pitch missing outside. They thought about the snap throw down to third, but didn't deliver it. 2-0 now is the count. You know, we talked about McIntyre being the pitcher/DH. Well, he also showed off quite a good bit of wheels there in that situation to show why he is in that batting lineup as a pitcher.
Ooh.
Breaking pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, and not only is he in there as a pitcher, but he's in the leadoff spot too. So knowing that he's got some speed and some wheels behind him there.
So 2-1 is the count. That one falls off the table a bit too soon. 3-1 now goes the count here to Chaplin. He had an RBI single in his last at bat. He's also grounded out to first and flew out to center. 3-1 pitch, grounder, and it's going to find the gap, and that's going to score a run.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there, in my opinion, by Chaplin, because he was able to wait on that pitch, wait back right there, and put it where no one was, in between first and second. And, of course, the error that got McIntyre over to third comes back to haunt the Indians now, and Meridian's able to put one on the board, making it a 9-5, and now you're facing Cowan.
Yeah, Cowan lined into a Little Caesars double play in his last at bat, but he's hit the ball hard each time. He has struck out once, but he also has a single to his name as well. That pitch missing low for a ball. We're on the top of the sixth. As we mentioned, this game scheduled for 9 here in game 1. That pitch high and inside for a ball. 2-0 is the count, and the Indians starting to get a few guys loose in the bullpen right now.
Yeah, good eye by Cowan down there, doing a good job of waiting on his pitch. Runner at first here. Ooh.
And he waited on that one. Left fielder, though, was able to go out there and make the play, as that one we said was hit hard yet again. But the Indians taking care of it defensively in the right spot at the right time out there in left field by Hancock. And that's out number 2.
Yeah, luckily that was. I mean, it was hit on the rope, but it was right at Hancock out there in left field. Hancock does a good job and fantastically made that play and brings out number 2.
And this is going to be Studdy at the plate, and that pitch missing high and outside for a ball. Studdy struck out looking and had a little bit to say to the home plate umpire on his way to the dugout. We'll see if he holds that against him here in this at bat. And so far he doesn't. 2-0 is the count.
Yeah, Akins is trying to paint that outside corner a couple times there and was unable to get the umpire to get on his side on those.
2-0 pitch, a breaking pitch, and hits
got away from him. Yeah, he just, you could tell on the release on that one that was not a good release point on that breaking pitch right there, and it got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch, so that's going to put the runners at first and second as they are trying to speed the bullpen up a little bit or check to see if he's ready, and Coach Conyers is going to make a mound visit.
Well, with his timeout, we're going to hear from Tommy Morgan, real estate agent Ricky Murphy, and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, Roll Tide!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okalona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Big part of the ball game right now here. Indians have 2 outs, and a new pitcher in the game is Reese Ruth. Meridian trying to fight their way back into this one, trailing 9-5, and ground ball, and it's going to be stopped. Nothing he can do about it in that sense. Great job stopping the ball that time by Martin Knowledge. Had to go for a single by Watson. Brad, here comes trouble.
Yeah, you got, well, not to overlook the play right there by Martin Knowledge that kept a run off the board. Number one, by him making that stop, he was able to make kind of a little diving catch there in the hole. No throw over to first. Again, probably saving a run because it could have been a throw in the dirt, whatever. But now you say there's trouble because we've got a Priester up who's singled, doubled, and has a home run on the day.
Takes that first pitch for a strike. There is 2 outs in the inning here. Indians would love to get out of this jam with no damage done here. Ruth on the hill here, 3rd pitcher of the day for the Indians. This one popped up. Center fielder's going to jog over and make the play, and that's a big out. Big out for the Indians there to retire Priester for the first time this afternoon. So the Indians get out of that inning with minimum damage done. It's 9-5, ICC with the lead. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now to move to the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC with a 9-5 lead, and Brad, that last out for the Indians was a big one, retiring the dangerous Priester with bases loaded there to keep this a 4-run game.
Yeah.
He's the guy that could have tied it up with one swing of the bat.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, there was no doubt. With the day he's had, he's produced. Could have easily done that, but Reese Ruth did a great job coming in and battling out of that tough situation as Bain takes strike 1.
Yeah, all these pitchers today, even ICC and Meridian, have done a good job of throwing that first pitch for a strike. As that one drifts a little high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, as it's Bain, Lee, and Rock scheduled up here. Bain catching in game 1. Looks at that pitch and apparently missing low.
We'll take it.
For sure. As that one looked pretty good from up here.
Sure did.
2-1 now is the count here on the catcher, Bain.
Got it back to him right there.
And so now it goes 2-2 is the count.
Top of the 10th, still Boilermakers and the Rebels tied at 6 right now. So they're going into extras where you got the bottom of the 8th and State's up on Lipscomb 3-2.
Hard hit ball, shortstop. Look what I found. The throw over is Not in time. Pulls him off the bag. That's going to go for a base hit, as that was a tough play. I won't say tough play, but an amazing play over there at shortstop. The fact that that was even remotely close. Heck of an effort there by Jacob Scott. As that was hit deep in the hole. And yeah, it was a catcher that was running down the baseline, but still was able to make it close. But ICC will get the single and have the leadoff runner on. Hard hit ball, and wow, what a play over there at short. There's one, there's two.
Goodness, I mean, and he was in on the corner.
Short, it was third baseman.
And he was playing in, Adam, and he caught that hot shot right there. Of course, which, again, it being a hot shot helped the double play scenario.
Yeah.
But you're going from third to second to first, and you get the double play right there, and that ends that single that Bain got right there. So Jackson Lee, hard hit ball, but double play, 2 outs. That brings up Bo Rock now, who homered it last at bat.
Well, sometimes the baseball gods smile down on you after a great effort on a previous play, and they did there, as that pitch is going to miss outside for a ball. Wow, what a play, though, by Studdy, who was, as you said, in on the play there. The ball rocketed towards him. He was able to find it and swinging around the horn for the 5-4-3 double play. This one popped up. Third baseman's going to give chase, and it's going to get out of play. And that'll go for a strike.
Yeah, we've seen some great defensive plays, here today by both squads, Adam.
Yeah, that's what we anticipated coming in. We knew this was going to be one of those instant classic battles between these two teams. They've had plenty of those throughout the years, and this one's living up to it so far. 1-1 now is the count on Rock. Breaking pitch turns in, and nothing you can really do with that one. Just a good pitch.
Yeah, it's a good pitch. It's a good take because you didn't have 2 strikes on him. Now he's got 2 strikes. If he sees that pitch again, he is going to have to try to get a piece of it or drive that pitch to left field, Bo Rock being a left-hander. So one or the other. But, again, that was a good take on Mouse Indian on that one. As he drives that one, that one's not going to have the distance, Adam, but he is drifting back.
It's going to carry a little bit further than anticipated there, as that will be a fly out. So thanks to the Little Caesars double play, a unconventional 3-up, 3-down inning there for the Indians. We played 6 of 9. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. If you're just now joining us, this game is scheduled for 9. As a swing and a miss there for strike 1. 7, 8, 9 batters due up here for Meridian. Ketchum, Hyde, and Scott. That ball in the dirt gets away. Nobody on base have to worry about there. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. For Meridian fans that may be just now joining us as well, the softball team got an upset this afternoon, picking up the 4-3 win in Game 1 down there in Meridian to open conference play. As a swing and a miss there by Ketchum. Now the count goes 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Yeah, that was a good piece of pitching there by Reese Ruth there, because Ketchum had 2 singles at last at bat. So gets him out there. The first out of the inning, does not get the leadoff batter on for Meridian. That does bring up Banks Hyde there.
Yeah, he is the center fielder here. He flew out to right to end the 5th inning. Yep, 5th inning. Takes that first pitch for a ball. And this one's ripped. Center fielder makes the play, though.
Yeah, I chuckle. I mean, that's another great defensive play today. The reason I'm chuckling because, I thought the first one, Martin Ollett, and I said, well, that's a what a play Wednesday. And then we had the play by the right fielder. That's a what a play Wednesday. Right here, you got a dive and catch right here because that's hit on a rope right there. And then, of course, Jackson Lee does a great job of tracking that one down to get the second out of the inning. And then, of course, not to take anything away from Meridian in the plays they've made.
There's a pitch in there for a strike, and you said it, Brad. We've seen some great defensive plays by both teams today, and some runs to support that defense as well as that pitch. We're going to say did not go, and I agree. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on here as this is Jacob Scott who struck out swinging. He does have a single to his name and was out on an infield fly rule. Just couldn't figure that one out, swing and a miss.
You got Verdun, who was playing in until he got the second strike because Scott did lay a bunt down earlier in the game. So now Verdun goes back to play in his regular position back there at third, as that one is outside for ball 2.
Yeah, Reese, a lot of times I say reaches back in their back pocket to try to throw that one by him. He reached back and pulled that one out of his ankle. He was trying to throw that one so hard. 2-2 now is the count.
Good pitch.
Strike 3. Well, the batter from Meridian did not like it as he goes down looking. The second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Ruth will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Eagles in the top of the 7th. Due up in the bottom half for the Indians will be Hancock, Settlemyers, and Davis, the 7, 8, 9 batters. We come back with the bottom of the 7th right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as it'll be Eli Hancock starting us off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. ICC leads it 9-5. This game 1, as always, in conference play, scheduled for 9 innings here. Hancock is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Indians would love to pick up some of those insurance runs here late in the contest as that pitch goes high for a ball. And, of course, we talk about those insurance runs. We talk about your State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland. For all your insurance needs, stop by and see Brandon right there on South Adams Street. You'll see the big red sign about halfway down the street. You just walk through the big red door, or the full house door as I like to call it. As that pitch missing for a ball, 2-0 now goes the count. This pitch foul back and out of play. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and no outs as Hancock, Settlemyers, and Davis is due up. This one hit. Second baseman just waited on it. Throws it over for the out. One away. Well, that one sounded really good off the bat. Just got on top of it.
Yeah, it was an easy play. Looks like A&M Adam in the SEC semifinals. A&M's up 47-24.
I like it.
Yeah, 55 seconds left in the first, so they're pouring it to them about like Alabama did State yesterday.
About like Georgia Tech's doing Notre Dame right now in baseball. Is that pitch high for a ball? You don't have to look that score up. That's okay.
Well, I always like to look these things up, especially when it involves, just a little lighthearted humor that we can have.
Swing and a miss there. 1-1 now is the count here on Settlemyers.
I will, again, I'm tracking this simply because it involves Fulton boy. Chad Ramey has moved up to third today.
Nice.
He is now 10 under on the 5 under on today's score, as that is ball 2. So this is day 3 again, round number 3.
And imagine those not great playing conditions.
You're right. So again, that's we're rooting for Chad and love to see him get his first PGA win.
Speaking of some local guys, this is a 2-2 now is the counter for that foul ball. Saw yesterday where Mitch Moreland, former Mississippi State baseball player, announced his retirement.
Oh, really? I did not see that.
As this one hit hard, center fielder shading to the right side. It's going to be a long run here. Left fielder's going to come in, though, and make the play.
I did not see that.
So fly out to left. Yeah, Mitch, who was with the Red Sox. He played for the Rangers as well. So that's the 2 outs of the inning. Of course, Mississippi State guy.
Yeah, Amory guy.
Amory guy, yep.
Same place where Bo Rock came from.
There you go. And this is going to be Ben Davis at the plate here. He'll take that first pitch for a ball. There are 2 outs in the inning here. We're in the bottom of the 7th. ICC leading 9-5. Ground ball, but it's going to go foul down the third baseline. And so that even things up at 1-1.
Got a final in 10 there. Ole Miss able to pull it off and beat the Boilermakers 7-6. Game 2 to follow for them. Again, they're doing a doubleheader today. State now is tied up in the top of the 9th with Lipscomb 3-3 with another one as that one's fouled back into the netting here. They're doing a doubleheader too, all due to the weather. So good baseball action going on all the way around, including here in Fulton.
Absolutely, and a fun note for you here to tie in the Ole Miss and Purdue game after this pitch is fouled off. The same company that did Purdue's field stadium, did Ole Miss Stadium, is doing our new softball field.
Oh, that's the same company.
Same company.
Awesome. I love that.
So a little bit of useless knowledge coming from Gore.
Well, I like that, though. No, it's good knowledge, though.
We had a great turnout. Yeah, we had a great turnout the other day for our groundbreaking for the tennis and softball complex. Brad, I've got to give you kudos, though, and I want to do it after this pitch, and you probably know what I'm about to give you kudos for. Here's the count now, 1-2. And that one's going to be low and inside. I have never seen anybody in a groundbreaking send a shovel full of dirt about 10 foot in the air, nearly hitting Lee, I think. And I think that's probably what you were trying to do in that sense, but that was impressive.
Oh,
this pitch is going to be fouled off. Or no, excuse me, actually it's going to stay in play. Right fielder's going to come up and make the play. We'll keep it here and let you continue on that thought.
Well, it was a great day, as you mentioned, and it really was all the way around. Beautiful weather. Couldn't have asked for better weather on the day. It being a groundbreaking ceremony, wore my coat out there.
You're looking dapper.
Try, but that's hard for me to do, and I don't know that I accomplished that. But it was warm. Needless to say, we'd already been through one shovel of dirt where we took a picture from Lee Adams, and he decided, hey, let's take another one. And I was standing in the sand, and
and so you said, I'll show you.
Here you go, Lee. I'm going to see if I can shovel it out your way. And I didn't really realize how high I threw it till I got to see the picture afterwards, and it looks like it went to the top.
Well, you're about, what, 6'4"? No, I'm kidding.
I'm right at 6. And that's on a good day.
Yeah, there was another 3 foot above your head there, so it was impressive for sure. But we'll continue to hear as it's 9-5. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. For those that just now might be joining us or maybe new to MACCC baseball, Well, there's the first games to go 9 innings. There's a 10-run rule after 7. So if you're up by, say, if it's 15-5 right now, the game would be over. But you play 9 innings here in Game 1. Game 2 goes back to 7 innings. Here's the kicker: no run rule in Game 2, which is interesting. I don't know. I think this is something they may have adopted this year.
I think it is. Has to be, because I don't remember that being the case last year.
And it used to be an 8 after 7. So, like, say, if this pitch is fouled off, say you're up 8 after, say ICC's up 8 right now. In that case, if that was the case, then we would call it after this inning. But no, they got rid of that rule too. So 1-1 is the count. It's that pitch missing low for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here. Top of the lineup for Meridian: McIntyre, Chaplin, and Cowan scheduled up.
What that means is, folks, for you that are listening out there, and you can drive to Fulton and still catch some great baseball, because we are just now, like I say, in the top of the 8th, and then no matter, it appears, if, as that is ball 4 and Reese walks the leadoff guy and McIntyre bringing up Chaplin, no matter if it is 40-0 in the second game and in the 3rd inning, we're still broadcasting and playing ball.
We are, which would be crazy to say. I mean, surely the coaches would be like, hey, let's go home. But I guess you can't really do that if there's no run rule set in there. So right now, with the runner on first and no outs, this is going to be Chaplin coming to the plate. He's been hot here of late. His last 2 at-bats have been a single that's drove in a run, so he's 2 for 4 in the afternoon with a pair of singles, 2 RBIs. He's also grounded out to the first baseman and flew out to center field in his first at-bat of the afternoon.
Yeah, there is activity in the Indian bullpen down there as far as getting someone loose and warm. Reese Ruth is still in the game at this point, and no outs, runner at first with, as you mentioned, Chaplin up.
And that pitch missing outside for a ball. So Ruth, who had pretty good control through the last inning, has struggled here in this inning, as it's a 1-0 count. This one popped up, maybe getting a little bit of help here after chasing a pitch that was a little out of the zone. Pops it up and flies out to left.
Yeah, great job of tracking that ball out there in left field by Eli Hancock to get the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Cowan here, who 9-5 here for the Indians lead. But Cowan's got a little power behind him, so don't want to catch. You know, he could easily bring this game within 2 runs for the Indians.
Yeah, he has hit the ball hard today and takes a healthy chop at that one, but misses for strike 1. Hit into a Little Caesars double play and lined out to left on an absolute rope in his previous at-bat. Smoked a single in his second at-bat and struck out in the first, as a throw over to first is not in time. The count is 0-1. In the dirt, 1-1 now is the count.
Good eye right there on the job as far as with Cowan's in there to not swing at that breaking pitch. That's kind of slider there you saw from Reese Ruth. So 1-1 count.
That one missing low and outside. Now the count goes 2-1. As we said, Indians do have someone getting loose in the bullpen here. As Ruth, looks like they need to take a deep breath here and just kind of refocus. He's kind of rushing through his motions right now. Awaiting the 2-1 pitch here. Swing and a miss. That was a healthy swing. That's one of those, if he times it up, there's no doubt where that one's landing, and it's going to be my backyard.
Well, and as you mentioned, timing right there. Reese had him off on that one, way out in front, so he took a little off of that pitch right there and had him out front. And then now he grounds that pitch right there to Verdung, who throws over to get the second out of the inning.
So big out there. 5-3 for those of you scoring at home. The speed of McIntyre really just took away any possible chance at a double play there. So it was only one play, and it was the first. And so now this will be Studdy coming to the plate. He was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. 2 outs and a runner on second here. ICC leading number 9 team in the country, 9-5 in game 1. And that time just fooled him as he was looking for something on the outer edge, came inside and swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, good pitch right there, good call. And like I say, just kind of a half-hearted swing. Ooh.
And that one's going to hit him again. Well, that's a breaking pitch, didn't break.
That was a release point again. I saw it, and you can kind of see Reese shaking his fingers out there a little bit. And I don't know if they had a little, I don't know that we'd have a slick ball on that end, but it was the release of the pitch. It never had a chance to even get inside the strike zone or get close. So, like you say, second time he was hit today.
So this will be Watson coming to the plate with runners on first and second here for Meridian. That pitch missing low for a ball.
You know, and if you're ICC here, now again, I know we got him out last time, but you want to get this out right here.
You got to get this out. You want Priester to start the top of the ninth versus having a chance here in the eighth.
Especially with runners at second and third, and if for some reason you get Watson on, I mean, you're talking about a potential game-tying person, at bat for Priester.
Breaking pitch. On top of that one, fouls it back for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. 9-5, ICC with the lead. There's 2 outs. 1-1 is the count here to Watson, who has a pair of singles this afternoon. And there's a strike on that edge. Beautiful pitch.
All right, now he's got him where he wants him. Got a 1-2 count. You're way ahead. You got him thinking, in my opinion. You know, is he thinking breaking pitch? Is he thinking that fastball again on the outside part of the plate? Let's see.
Instead, he chops this one. It's going to be a runner down to first.
Got it.
And he scoops it up, tags the bag, and another clutch out there for the Indians as Rock ends the inning. Well, ICC will bring the 1-2-3 batters to the plate. Capo Bianco, Martin Nolich, and Verdung when we come back with the bottom of the eighth. ICC leads this one 9-0.
At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, we have been working continually through the crisis to meet the needs of our community. Our walk-in clinic is a service that we provide to our patients that want to avoid the wait and exposure of the emergency room. At the walk-in clinic, you can do just that. Walk in with no prior appointment or phone call. We provide specialized treatment for physical injuries like broken bones, sprained wrists and ankles, joint and tendon pain, and sports-related injuries. You can get in, out, and on the road to recovery quicker. The walk-in clinic is equipped on-site with x-ray imaging, casting technicians, durable medical equipment, and injection specialists. Our team is supported by the orthopedic surgeons of the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Our staff is specially trained in orthopedic-related injuries. We ensure that you will receive the best care for your orthopedic needs. Remember, at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as ICC leading this one 9-5 in the bottom of the eighth inning over Meridian, game 1 of 2 this afternoon here on the ICC Sports Network. Do want to remind you it is spring break week at ICC, so all 3 campuses are closed this week. But we will still have softball going on and baseball going on, as Wednesday the baseball team will travel to Holmes for a doubleheader scheduled to start at 2 o'clock as the rain starts to come down here again at the ballpark. And then softball will host Holmes on Wednesday. Again, that's scheduled to start at 2 o'clock. And then I want to say it is Friday. Yes, Friday softball will host Gulf Coast. Baseball will travel on Saturday. So you can watch both those softball games on the Red Channel. Don Hammock and company will have it down on the coast on Saturday, as that pitch missing low for a ball. Our good buddy Steve Diffie will handle the play-by-play duties for baseball on Wednesday.
You mentioned it's the rain now coming back down here in Fulton at Roy Crescent Field. You got your 1-2-3 batters up. Capobianco's up. Martin Nolich after that with Verdung. And, you know, in between the 3, they've got 6 hits on the day. So, you know, tough way to try to get the bottom of the 8th out here for Waters, who's done a good job since he come in. But Capobianco just grounded to short. They're going to get the out.
And he was able to keep that foot on the bag as he throws it across 6-3 on the putout. You know, everybody talks about the Matt Lompont, just how well he knows weather. Well, I was talking to Rick last night asking, hey, when he told me they're going to move the game up an hour, he's like, if we can get this first game in by 3:30, get it done, he's like, we got about a 30-minute window where it can rain and kind of come back out and get no issue done, or, get the second game rolling without any rain. He's like, we got about a 30-minute window. It started raining at 3:37. As this pitch is popped up, right side, right fielder is going in. Now the second baseman calls him off for the putout, out number 2. I'm just saying, Rick has studied weather long enough in this area. He knows it.
Number 16, Will Verdon.
Well, you're exactly right. And you got to look at that. You're at this time of year, any spring sports with your softball, baseball, whatever, you're trying to get these games in, especially when you start conference play, and you want to get them in, and ball on the inside part of the plate, trying to brush back Verdun, and I'm sure that could be a purposeful pitch right there, but could not be. Who knows? But anyway, trying to get it in, and you want to see play as I thought it is strike one. He's just very slow today.
He really was slow on that one.
So, Coach Collier doing his due diligence by watching the weather and making sure, because we did move the game up from an original 2 o'clock start time.
So that pitch high for a ball, 2-1 now is the count here on Verdun. He's doubled a couple of times today, has walked, scored twice, and drove in 2 runs. He'll be in the conversation for our star of the game. That may have just closed the conversation. And it does.
That was a breaking pitch on the inside part of the plate that hung up there, and you cannot do that to anybody, really. You don't need to do it, but especially with a hot bat like you got with Will Verdun. Solo shot right there. So adding another run to the board, that's going to be a 10-5 lead now for Etowamba.
We'll have a Coke and a smile there, Will Verdun, as you Nick cleared the bases. Nobody was on the base with you there, but
Number 14, Gray Bank.
Gave the Indians that insurance run they were looking for there. Now they lead at 10-5. Of course, we talk about those insurance runs. We talk about your State Farm insurance agent here in Itawamba County. And that's Brandon Poland as that pitch missing high and outside for a ball. Brandon says whether it be home, auto, or life, set up an appointment to talk to him today. And you'll get a free assessment as that pitch a little low and inside, but called a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
2 outs here, bottom of the 8th. ICC up 10-5.
That pitch missing outside. 2-1 now is the count. Well, they're rolling now in softball in Game 2. ICC trying to get a split this afternoon. They lead it 3-0 after scoring 3 in the top of the first. That pitch missing low for a ball. 3-1 now is the count. I think one important stat we're going to talk about today is going to be 2-out hitting the Indians have had today. It has been clutch all afternoon as they're going to make a change.
Yeah, they're going to bring the third baseman. That is Study. Mm-hmm. Is it? And he was pointing at him. I don't know. I could be wrong.
But we'll keep it here and continue to talk about that 2-out hitting point. It is a 3-1 count here. Or no, actually they're calling for the trainer. So
okay.
Trainer's coming out. Let's take a break and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
So no change made there as they called for the trainer, and they allowed him to throw one pitch to see if he was all right, see how he felt, and I believe his Waters said he's good to go. So 3-1 is the count here. As this is Bain at the plate. Pops it up, and it will be squeezed by the center fielder for the out to end the inning. But the Indians do get 1 run on 1 hit. It was a solo home run off the bat of Will Verdun. ICC leads it 10-5 as we head to the top of the ninth. Indy is trying to close this one out. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center. And
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the ninth inning. The ICC leading game one here, 10-5 over the Eagles of Meridian. They're number 9 in the country, 14-4 on the year. ICC comes in 12-3. Next week it's weird that next week will be the first official NJCAA baseball poll. They've had 2 official softball polls already released, but I don't know. So this is going to be trouble in Priester coming to the plate, and he takes that breaking pitch across for a strike.
Yeah, asking Reese Ruth to close everything out here to finish it out for the Indians, but you're right, but at least we're bringing him up with no one on base. But now Reese has come out and he's up on him 0-2 pretty quick.
Reese says, here they are, do something with it, and he's ahead in the count now, 0-2.
Well, that's really what you got to do when you got a 10 and Casey, and that's the hey, that's the way you got to go out and approach it. You're in the top of the ninth. You got a 10-5 lead. One run's not going to kill you. Go after it.
That is going to be the third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, and now this is going to be Rhett Ketchum coming to the plate, who is 2 for 4 on the day with a pair of singles. He did strike out in his last at bat. That pitch missing for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. That one in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Ketchum. That breaking pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah, back door there. It just came in the back door and runs the count to 1-2. Reese doing phenomenal job of pitching out there right now.
And this one's going to be a grounder, and it's going to be just foul down the first base line, and we'll stay at 1-2. 10-5, ICC leads it here in game one. We will have game two coming your way after the conclusion of this one. We'll also have the Renaissance Bank postgame report coming your way. This one fouled back, and we'll stay at 1-2.
Yeah, Ketchum doing a good job out there by kind of hanging in there and getting a piece of these tough pitches by Ruth. And so kudos there to Ketchum to try to remain alive here.
So the 1-2 pitch coming, and it drifts high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count.
Indians kind of playing him straight up here, playing Ketchum straight up. No shading really. Maybe center field shaded just a touch to right.
Catches that one off the end of the bat, fouls it off, and we'll stay at 2-2. Good crowd at the ballpark today. Meridian well represented as well. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike three.
Yeah, had him reaching on that one again. He saw that backdoor breaking ball coming in again, which was called for a strike that first time. And, it's hard to say let that one go. It very well could have been a ball, but, hey, umpire does like the outside pitch today. Could have called it a strike. So, anyway, K number 2 on the inning. That's out number 2.
This is Banks Hyde coming to the plate now and takes that first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Ruth on the hill here for the Indians, trying to close the door on this one. That one missing low. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Indians want to finish this one up here and take this 10-5 lead and win this ball game here as there's strike two and Ruth ahead 1-2, and go ahead and try to get game 2 started and let's beat this rain and get this day in.
So 1-2 now is the count. Pitch coming, and couldn't get him to chase one there. Good eye on the part of Banks Hyde, and the count now is 2-2.
You got an active crowd out here. The Indian fans up. The players are out there ready to get this first conference win and got it. Right
Swing
there.
and a miss for strike 3. Set him up and set him down there. 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. ICC wins it by the final score of 10-5. We'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here, your final score in this one. ICC wins it by a 10-5 decision in game 1. Your final line, Meridian, 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. For ICC, 10 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors here this afternoon. Let's do a game recap brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Brad, your thoughts on this game 1?
Yeah, ICC came out and did a great job. You knew it was conference play, game 1 of conference play, game with a 9-inning affair here. And like you said, there's always a battle between Meridian and ICC, and there's those good battles. And ICC was able to come out and get some good pitching. I think Brady started out good, but drew that ankle injury over there. Hopefully he'll be all right, but I think that's kind of what pulled him out. And I think he had some good pitching that came in from Akins and then Ruth, and they did a fantastic job of keeping Meridian off the boards. But the timely 2-out hitting, we talked about it today. ICC struggled with that earlier in the year, in the season, beginning of the season. Today, able to put it together when they had runners in scoring position, runners on base. They were able to come together and put this timely 2-out hitting together to put 10 runs on the board against a good Meridian team, and it looks like they put together 12 hits today. So pitching did a great job, hitting did a great job, and then as I said earlier, we had so many good defensive plays that kept the Indians in the game, as well as Meridian made some great defensive plays too. I'm not going to take anything away from them. So just a great ball game all the way around. Hoping we'll get game 2 in. I think we will. Just going to be some light rain here. But looking forward to another battle here in game 2, a 7-inning affair.
And that game recap being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. They are your choice for orthopedic care throughout the area. We're watching some of the replays from this 10-5 victory here this afternoon. Of course, these instant replays are being brought to you by Little Caesars here in Fulton. And Brad, we do have to come up with a Samstown Market star of the game, and I got my guy. I'm sure you got your guy. I'm going to let you go first.
Well, I think my guy's the same as yours. I'm going Will Verdon.
Yes.
2 doubles on the day, a home run on the day, and if my calculations are correct, 3 RBIs, as well as he was on base 4 of the 5 times he went to bat, because he did have a walk his first at bat. So going with Will Verdon on my player of the day.
That's going to be my star of the game as well. The star of the game being brought to you by Samstown Market. They are your source for fresh meat, produce, dairy, and local products. They're located at Highway 371 North, right there in the heart of Manatachie. Stop by and see Sam Ferris and the fine folks at Samstown Market today. Well, that's going to do it here for game 1. Indians win it by the final score of 10-5. We're going to take a break. Hopefully be back in about 20 to 30 minutes here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef,
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.